Fred MacMurray was born Frederick Martin MacMurray on August 30th, 1908, in the small town of Cana, Illinois. Growing up in a musical family, MacMurray was exposed to the arts at an early age, with his father being a concert violinist. His childhood in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin, fostered his love for music, and he studied at Carroll College, now Carroll University, where he honed his skills in several instruments, including the saxophone and violin. Before venturing into Hollywood, MacMurray performed as a saxophonist with various bands, even joining the prestigious Gus Arheim Orchestra during the 1930s. While he initially began his career in the entertainment industry as a musician and model, MacMurray's natural charm and good looks soon led him to acting. His film debut came in 1935 with The Gilded Lily opposite Claudette Colbert, which established him as a charming leading man. Fred MacMurray's rise to Hollywood stardom. Fred MacMurray's entry into Hollywood was marked by a steady rise to prominence. In the late 1930s and early 1940s, MacMurray became one of Paramount Pictures' most dependable stars, often cast as the all-American, clean-cut gentleman. His range as an actor, however, set him apart from his contemporaries. He could effortlessly transition between light comedies, romantic dramas, and even film noirs. One of his most significant and critically acclaimed roles came in Billy Wilder's Double Indemnity, 1944, where he portrayed Walter Neff, a morally conflicted insurance salesman caught in a deadly plot. This film marked a departure from his typical nice guy image and proved MacMurray's ability to take on more complex, darker roles. His portrayal in this film remains iconic and solidified his reputation as a versatile actor. Fred MacMurray's versatility and family-friendly roles. In the 1950s, Fred MacMurray continued to enjoy success, particularly with family-friendly roles that would define his later career. Films like The Caine Mutiny, 1954, where he played the untrustworthy Lieutenant Kiefer, further demonstrated MacMurray's capacity for playing morally ambiguous characters. However, it was his association with Disney that brought him to the forefront of family entertainment. MacMurray starred in several beloved Disney comedies, including The Shaggy Dog, 1959, The Absent-Minded Professor, 1961, and Son of Flubber, 1963. These roles endeared him to younger audiences and solidified his place in wholesome family-centered entertainment. His transition into television further expanded his influence as he became a beloved figure in American households, known for his amiable on-screen persona. The legacy of My Three Sons. One of Fred MacMurray's most enduring roles came in 1960 when he was cast as the widowed father Steve Douglas on the long-running TV series My Three Sons. The show, which ran for 12 seasons, became one of the most beloved family sitcoms of its era. MacMurray's portrayal of a calm, wise, and steady father resonated with audiences and established him as the ideal television patriarch. His ability to portray a loving and grounded father figure gave the show its heart. Behind the scenes, MacMurray also contributed to the evolution of television production. To accommodate his film career, My Three Sons employed a unique production schedule that filmed all of MacMurray's scenes for an entire season in concentrated blocks, a method later adopted by other TV productions. This innovative approach reflected MacMurray's dedication and commitment to both his craft and his family. Fred MacMurray's first marriage, a source of stability. Fred MacMurray's first marriage was to Lillian "Lily" Lamont, a woman who preferred to remain out of the limelight. The couple married on June 20th, 1936, during the height of MacMurray's early film career. Lily was a constant source of emotional support to MacMurray as he navigated the ups and downs of Hollywood fame. Together, they adopted twin daughters, Susan and Catherine, reflecting their devotion to family life. The couple's marriage was known for its stability and warmth, providing a loving home for their children despite MacMurray's demanding career. Tragically, Lily passed away in 1953 after a long battle with cancer, leaving MacMurray devastated. In his grief, MacMurray withdrew from the public eye for a time, mourning the loss of his beloved wife and coping with the emotional toll her death took on him. Fred MacMurray's professionalism and frugality. Fred MacMurray was known in Hollywood not only for his versatility as an actor, but also for his professionalism and disciplined work ethic. Directors and producers respected him for his punctuality, ability to deliver clean takes, and his quiet, unassuming presence on set. Off camera, MacMurray led a relatively private life, avoiding the typical glitz and glamour of Hollywood. He was also known for his legendary frugality, a trait that often amused his colleagues. While many of his peers indulged in extravagant lifestyles, MacMurray was careful with his money and made wise investments, especially in real estate. His prudent financial management made him one of the wealthiest actors of his era. MacMurray took great pride in his careful approach to finances, often explaining that he wasn't cheap, he was simply careful. This approach extended to all areas of his life, from his finances to his family and work commitments. The tension with William Frawley on My Three Sons. While Fred MacMurray was beloved by many of his colleagues, there was one actor with whom he had an infamous feud, William Frawley, best known for his role as Fred Mertz on I Love Lucy. Frawley's abrasive personality and volatile behavior often clashed with MacMurray's calm, disciplined approach to work. Frawley, a heavy drinker with a confrontational demeanor, made it difficult for MacMurray to work with him on My Three Sons, where Frawley played the role of live-in grandfather Bub O'Casey. MacMurray, who valued professionalism and efficiency on set, reportedly requested minimal interaction with Frawley and even asked producers to adjust the scripts to limit their shared screen time. The tension between the two was palpable, and the atmosphere on set became strained. Ultimately, after the 5th season, Frawley was replaced by William Demarest, and the dynamic on set noticeably improved. MacMurray reportedly felt relieved, and the change brought a sense of professionalism back to the show. Fred MacMurray's quiet health struggles. Fred MacMurray's life off-screen was not without its challenges. Despite his public persona as a healthy, active family man, MacMurray struggled with personal health issues, particularly his long-term addiction to tobacco. He was a lifelong smoker, and in the late 1970s, he was diagnosed with throat cancer, a condition linked to his smoking habit. After undergoing treatment, MacMurray seemed to recover, but the cancer returned in 1987, marking the beginning of a prolonged health battle. In December of that year, MacMurray suffered a severe stroke, which left him paralyzed on his right side and impaired his ability to speak. Despite these challenges, MacMurray faced his health setbacks with remarkable courage, undergoing extensive physical and speech therapy to regain much of his abilities. Though his health continued to decline, MacMurray's resilience was a testament to his inner strength. The final years and Fred MacMurray's death. Fred MacMurray's final years were marked by a quiet battle with multiple health issues. In addition to his struggle with throat cancer and the effects of his stroke, MacMurray also contended with leukemia, a disease he had managed privately for over a decade. His health steadily declined, and on November 5th, 1991, Fred MacMurray passed away from pneumonia, a common complication for individuals with weakened immune systems. He died at the age of 83 in Santa Monica, California. His death marked the end of a remarkable life and a career that spanned over half a century. MacMurray had become one of Hollywood's most beloved actors, and his legacy lives on in the films and television shows that continue to bring joy to audiences. Despite his private nature, MacMurray's contribution to entertainment and his family's legacy will never be forgotten.